So since this is like a slush, I know we can't shake it. I think I'm gonna go with the charcoal bamboo. Okay. And then you're gonna go with which one?
This is the winter melon with the taro boba.
All right. Should we shake?
Let's shake it.
Hi everybody, friends and family. I want to welcome you guys back to another show, The Review. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that bell button, right? So you know all our updates if we're uploading another video. Yeah, what have you got for us today, Susanna?
So today we're going to try this boba shop called Onezo. I don't know. I've seen this in my neighborhood when they first opened. I remember there was a long line like around the plaza and stuff like that. So I was kind of curious to see what they got and looked them up, and they have some interesting kind of drinks going on. So
yeah. And just presentation wise, this is pretty good presentation. I love the color. I love that they make their own boba. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
I looked up their company and they said that they're the first boba company that makes their own boba in-house.
In-house.
It's not like they bought it from a manufacturer and they have it shipped, and it's like fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you go to their spot, I love that you could see that they make their tea because it's all in that big old kettle. So you know it's fresh. Yeah. And I'm very excited to try. So what is the star-studded lineup we got today?
All right, so from our viewers going left to right, we got the Brulee red bean matcha slush. This over here is the bamboo charcoal latte with black sesame boba. This is the taro milk. This one here is the brown sugar boba with brown sugar boba milk tea. This is the roasted rice milk tea with strawberry boba. And last but not least, we have the winter melon latte with taro boba.
Okay. So since this is like a slush, I know we can't shake it. I think I'm going to go with the charcoal bamboo. Okay. And then you're going to go with which one?
This is the winter melon with the taro boba.
All right. Should we shake?
Let's shake it.
This is why I like the seal. That's how you just have to do boba like that, you know?
Oh, it's like overflowing.
Just gonna drink another one to enjoy what I have. Thoughts?
Now the winter melon latte, it just tastes like a basic milk tea. But the taro boba tastes like taro, but in a boba consistency. It's very sweet, actually. The boba alone is sweet, but the drink is very light and refreshing. They didn't ask if we can modify the amount of sugar for this drink, but I think without the boba, the drink is good on its own. With the boba, it's like really sweet. But you can definitely taste the bar. It tastes like the fake boba. You know how it's like purple? Yeah. That's how the boba tastes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the charcoal bamboo. This is one hell of a drink.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's really good. It's light. And the boba, man, is super fresh. Like for the first time, I can actually taste that they made this. Yeah. Like it's not like a package they just pre-made. I really feel like they were in there making these balls. And this is really good. I can't wait to try this one. So
this one's not bad.
Swap.
All right. All right. You can definitely taste the tea. Like it's a very strong flavor, but it's not bitter. But you definitely know that this is like fresh brew tea. Mm-hmm. I do feel like this kind of sandy texture, but I think that's the sesame.
Or the charcoal.
Or maybe it's the charcoal. But it's pretty good. It reminds me of that little soup that my dad used to make. It looked like sand, like black sand, but it was a soup.
Yeah.
And that's what it tastes like.
Should we rate it?
All right, which one do you want to rate first?
We'll go with this one.
Okay. For the winter melon latte with the taro boba, I'm going to give it 5 stars. Very good, very clean. If I had a friend that was coming, they wanted something like basic, very good, not too sweet, definitely with the, I would recommend that. I don't know if I would recommend the taro boba because it is, for me, really sweet. But it just depends on what they feel like. It's not bad, but I feel it made it more sweet than it needed to be. But by itself, it's a good drink. Good drink.
I'm going to rate it 5 stars. It's a very clean drink. It's really good. I can definitely recommend this. And if you never had boba, you wouldn't be mad at this one. So that's why it gets 5 stars.
All right. For the bamboo charcoal latte with the black sesame seed boba, what do you rate it?
Me? Easy 5 stars. Easy. I love the creativity. I have never even heard of a bamboo charcoal drink. So just looking at the picture, I was like, I want to try that. And the boba is made fresh. It's a clean drink. You could definitely taste the tea, but it's not gonna be a type of tea that you're thinking. It's definitely totally different taste.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad taste. It's balanced very well. It's not too sweet. And I think it's just right there at the sweet spot. I don't know. What do you rate it?
I'm going to rate it 5 stars.
Oof. I was scared. I was like...
It's very good. Very different. Presentation was spectacular. Like, I mean, people would be curious, like, what the heck is this? It's half black and white.
Yeah. If you look at the color, it's black.
Yeah. Now it's black after we shook it up.
Yeah.
But it was very good, very authentic. If you want something that reminds you of the motherland, that's the drink.
Okay, describe the boba. Do you think it's fresh like how I described it? It's very chewy.
It's very chewy. I can tell that the consistency in the boba size isn't the same, but that's how you know they're hand making it, because if a machine popped it out, all the sizes would be the same and
100.
whatever. But when you're rolling the dough and you're making these little balls, I mean, you don't expect it to be consistent in the size. But it's really good, very, very soft.
Solid.
Yeah. All right. So you want to...
But that's a winter melon.
No, that's the winter melon. This is the roasted rice milk tea.
Roasted. And then I got the taro.
That's the taro milk.
All right.
You want to try that with this, since they're kind of the
same?
same?
Correct.
Okay.
So I'll try the brown sugar.
Yeah.
Milk
and then
tea.
this is the roasted rice with strawberry.
With the brown sugar boba.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give it a shake. I like how this cup is designed. It reminds me of the place we went to last week. I can't think of the name. Dinty. I like the design, and the only gripe I have is just that all their cup sizes are like different.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have
I don't know if you noticed, but the picture shows them with the hands making the boba.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah.
That boba tastes really fresh.
All right.
Thoughts?
So the strawberry boba. You ever had those like Asian cookies, like the Asian wafers, or like
it has a little
that strawberry filling? That's what the strawberry boba tastes like. The boba. Now, as far as the roasted rice, man, I don't know about rice, but you can taste that it's a roasted flavor, like some kind of roasted nut or something like that, in there. I don't know. It's an interesting drink. Not too sweet.
Now, the brown sugar milk tea with brown sugar boba. First things first, the boba. It's definitely fresh. Like all the bobas I tasted so far, it's very soft. But this boba, I can definitely taste the sweetness in it. Like it definitely is sweet. It adds to it. Now, the brown sugar milk tea itself, it has such a very strong tea presence. I feel it's like borderline coffee almost, but with a tea vibe. But overall, it's smooth, and it's definitely not a bad drink at all.
All right, on top. That one's gonna trip you out for sure.
Thoughts?
I taste something like Joe said, like coffee, but like the sweet side of a black coffee. Like if I took like a straight up black coffee and thickened it with like some kind of honey or something like that, that's what like if I made coffee into a syrup, that's the kind of flavor that I'm getting with the boba. The drink, let's see. It's a very chocolatey, like tea.
But do you taste the brown sugar boba? How sweet it is.
It's very sweet, very soft.
Okay. Which one's this one?
That's the roasted rice milk tea.
So the roasted rice milk tea.
Strawberry boba.
I was afraid. No, low key, that was gonna taste like horchata.
Or I actually, when we ordered it, I was like, I wonder if it's gonna taste like horchata.
So low key, when they said rice milk, I was like, oh hell no. But we liked how it looks, so we gave it a go. And thank God, it's far from horchata.
Yeah.
What makes this drink is the strawberry boba. I feel like the rice water, it's not sweet, but it's not bland. It's just good enough. And then the strawberry boba really brings it out. So that's very interesting. This is something I never even tasted before.
Yeah.
Out of all the boba places I went to, this one
do you taste the roast?
I do.
Like
it has an after kick.
Yeah.
Right?
But it tastes like you're eating like roasted nuts or something, like something roasting over the fire. That's kind of crazy how they got that flavor going.
I don't want to say it has a burnt taste in the end, but it has some kind of, you're right. The aftertaste, there's a little, you can taste like, something roasted.
Yeah, like over the fireplace.
You ready to wait?
Yeah.
Let's do the rice.
Want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I give it 5 stars. And again, after trying this more of their tea, I'm starting to notice a trend again. They make good tea. They got it down. They know what they're doing. They're experimental. I'll give them that. Never tasted a drink like this. It's different, but it's really good. I could drink this anytime. And so far from all the drinks I drank, I feel like I could drink it anytime. Only because it's not thick. It's very smooth. You know it's fresh.
Yep.
You go in there, it tells you that it's fresh. It tells you that they make their boba fresh. So, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it. 5 stars.
Okay. For me, for the roasted rice milk tea with the strawberry boba, I'm going to give it 5 stars. I'm telling you, it tastes like a strawberry wafer just popped out of the oven, and I'm eating it. That's what it tastes like to me. That's what it reminds me of. Obviously, the texture is different. One's a cookie and the other one is a drink. But I tried the flavors like separate, like the strawberry tastes like the little filling that they put in those cookies. And then the tea tasted, you can definitely taste the roasted flavoring, the roasted rice, I guess you would say. But when you put it together, I swear it's like that flavor just reminds me like you're just eating that strawberry wafer cookie.
And so far, none of these have a syrupy taste.
Yeah.
You don't taste the manufactured sugar they put on it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They all have such a clean taste, yeah? What do you rate that?
Brown sugar milk tea. Hold on. Let me try it one more time. I'm going to give it 5 stars.
All right.
Good basic boba. Very fresh. Very good. I think if you're scared to experiment and all these authentic flavors, I feel like with this drink, you can't go wrong. If you just want like a nice, good chocolatey, basic boba, this is it. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm going to give it 5 stars. Is it my favorite drink? No, but it's definitely not a bad drink. And I can definitely recommend this drink for sure, especially if I know, my friends, they love coffee. If they love coffee, I would steer them more this direction, because all the other boba is more on like the fruitier, sugary side, right? Where this one definitely, I will put it on the coffee side.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the milk tea that I got at Milk and Tea.
Really?
Yeah, the flavor.
Well, because we did get a brown sugar flavor.
Yeah.
That's why.
I got the top shelf or something like that, but it tastes like their top shelf.
Yeah. So far, so good. Like I said, I'm starting to see a trend with Onezo. They understand the science between a good tea. I really feel... then there's more drinks we haven't tried, but I feel like they can do no wrong at this point.
Yeah.
They
got like fresh brew teas that we're kind of interested in trying, but we got all these colorful milk teas.
So good job, Onezo.
All right.
We are totally impressed. Okay, what do you got?
I got the taro milk.
Okay.
And then you got the brulee red bean and matcha slush. So I don't know if I'm supposed to mix this.
Yeah.
Or am I supposed to stir it?
No, you're supposed to shake it up.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks so pretty by itself.
Uh-oh. Well, you might as well put the straw in.
I think there's Taro Boba in here.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. If I stir it like this, I think there is Taro Boba in here. Let me see.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
This reminds me of the taro milk tea at Happy Lemon, where the taro is pureed, and then you gotta like mix the drinks together to drink. But I don't know if it's... So compared to Happy Lemon, when you drink this, it's easier to get that balance of how much puree to put in and milk versus... I think because Happy Lemon, their puree was a lot thicker. This one's not as thick. So it's easier to mix. And there is Taro boba in here.
Do you like it better than Tea Maru?
I do.
Really? Because Tea Maru had real...
I think it's because Tea Maru had the chunks. And with Tea Maru, the drink itself gave it the flavor. And then the taro bits gave it the texture. This, the puree, just like Happy Lemon, the puree is what gives it the flavor. The milk part kind of balances out the sweetness. And then with the Taro boba, kind of gives you that extra taro flavor.
Okay. Okay, so my red bean matcha latte slush. I'm just going to put this out there. If you're Cambodian.
Oh, yeah. And you have the Onezo boba too. So those are like 3 different types.
Yeah. So if you're Cambodian, Vietnamese, you're going to love this drink. It reminds me of that freaking green bean.
Java Mao?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The 3-color drink dessert?
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. And if you're Vietnamese, you know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know. So I know you're going to like this drink. Now, if you're not Vietnamese, you're white, black, Hispanic, it might come to you as a shock because when you think about beans, you don't think about dessert. That's not what comes in mind, right? So Asians, we have this dessert where red beans and green beans, we make
or
it into
mung bean
correct,
or whatever.
We make it into like some paste dessert, and it's really good. Now, with that being said, this is one hell of a drink. Like, it's really good. Now, this is a specialty drink. Like, if I already ate a couple hours ago and I want something cool, desserty, I get this drink. Hot summer day, not so much.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. There you go. If you're wondering why this is in a large cup versus all the other ones, it only comes in a large cup.
Okay, go ahead.
This straight up reminds me of the red bean dessert. Now, when I said the red bean dessert, if you are Asian, you know what I'm talking about. It's just, they usually give you a tall cup, glass cup of red beans with some white cream, whatever that white cream is, with shaved ice on top, and you mix it in and you just eating those beans. That is exactly what this tastes like. This extra kick of sweetness that I taste, I believe is from the boba. Can you live without it? Yes. I think by itself it's good. The boba's not bad. It's actually very sweet. It's fresh, like Joe said, good to chew. But if you just want like the red bean dessert without the boba, like this is it. This is it.
Okay. So the taro. I can definitely taste the freshness of the taro. And again, it's because when you look at the color, it didn't come like that purple color, so you know it's fake.
Yeah.
So
and you didn't even want to try it because I told you, well, it looks purple. You're like, if it's purple, I don't even want it.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
So it's weird because this is a taro drink and you taste the taro, but they also throw in that taro boba.
Yeah.
That really ties it all in and make it like a taro. And that taro boba, it's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
So, but it's weird because this to me, it's more on the milk side.
Yeah.
Right? Like I taste like they made it with milk.
Well, it is called taro milk.
Yeah. And everything else they put it on. So
it's like you're drinking milk with taro. Yeah.
So if you're lactose, I don't think this is for you. But if you're not and you like milk, sweet milk, I guess, this is very good.
Okay, so which one do you want to rate first? The Taro or the
Let's do the Taro.
Okay. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
All right, Taro. I'm just going to give it 5 stars because I know that there's going to be people out there that are going to love it. And I'm just going on based on how it's created, okay? It's still a light drink. It's still good. It's not very sweet. It's definitely, I can taste more of the milk. If I don't drink enough boba or I don't mix it good, I feel like the consistency is not there. That's the only problem I have. But I'm still going to give it 5 stars because it's still a good drink. And I can see people loving it still. So that's why I gave it 5 stars.
Okay. For me, I'm going to give it 5 stars. Very good for an authentic taro milk. It's not tea. It's not milk tea. It's just taro with milk. I think it's very good. In comparison to Happy Lemon was very good as well. The only thing I didn't like about it is like what you just said, trying to figure out the balance of how much puree you need versus how much milk.
Yeah.
That was a lot of work. This one, I think, since it already, I didn't ask for the taro boba in there. It already came with it. I feel like it was a good balance with it because if for some reason you couldn't get enough of the puree, when that taro boba kicked in with the milk, it helped with the flavor. So whether you got the actual the taro flavor with the puree or with the boba, it tasted really good. I feel like you didn't have to work as hard. You taste the freshness of the taro, and all the flavoring is from the either puree or from the boba. So overall, very good. I don't know what kind of milk they use in there. Hopefully, if you're lactose, they can substitute it with like soy or something.
Or almond.
Or almond milk. But I think it's pretty good. It's a good balance. And if you like the fake taro, that lavender color one, I don't know if you'll like this one because it is really authentic and it might surprise you. Like I was expecting the purple drink.
Yeah.
So just fair warning, but I think it's pretty good. I think they did a good job.
Where Onezo stands out the most is that they make their own boba. And that's why they can experiment more because they got so many boba flavors. And if you go, they have over like 6, I think I saw. And
there was one that I really wanted to try, but they said they ran out.
The chrysanthemum?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they make their own boba. So Onezo, when it comes to, creativity, hands down. I mean, if you're making your own boba and you can taste the difference between a homemade boba.
Yeah, and their brown sugar boba, we've had brown sugar boba like in many places. It doesn't taste like the others.
No.
It's very different.
Very true.
Very different.
Okay.
All right, so now the brulee red bean matcha slush.
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead and talk of it. Describe it.
So for me, if I was to rate it, I'm going to give it 5 stars. Very good. I think they complement each other well. Like I can't even, you know what? Since it has matcha, you can tell it has matcha because it's green. You don't really taste the matcha. That red bean overpowers that flavor. I think, now, I don't know what the slush is made of. Maybe the slush is made of the mung bean. I'm not really sure. But the main flavor I get from this drink, and there was different versions of this drink, by the way, but the main flavor that I taste is the red bean. It's pretty good. It's not a drink you want to get on a hot summer day if you're like dehydrated and you want to cool down. This is not it. It's more like a dessert. So instead of getting ice cream, if you wanted to get boba, this is what I would recommend for the drink.
All right. I'm going to give it 5 stars because it's still, at the end of the day, a really, really good drink. But like I said, for me, it's more on the specialty side. Depends on where I'm at in the day. Like I said, if I just ate a couple hours ago, I can get this, right? But this is not my go-to if it was a hot summer day. Like, I'm just not gonna get that because you could taste the feeling. Like, it fills you up. This drink fills you up. Now, I don't taste, like you said, I don't taste so much of the matcha because everything else just overpowers it.
Yeah.
And the best way to describe it is that Vietnamese. Like, it's almost, you're drinking that on a...
Yeah, like a blended version.
Correct.
It's not pureed.
Correct.
But it just tastes like that kind of drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't see it as a negative. This is one good drink. It just depends on your mood. All right. So this is going to be easy for me, man. Onezo. Do I give it the rock star seal of approval? Of course I give it the rock star seal of approval. I mean, you make your own boba. All the teas are right there being brewed. The creativity. I mean, when my sister said this place had a line out the door, I can see why now. Not too many places I see have different choices in boba. Not too many.
And you know what? Out of these 6 drinks, there was like 4 out of the 6 were all drinks we've never tasted at other places.
Correct.
Ever. I mean, this it was kind of like Happy Lemon. This never. The charcoal never. That roasted rice never. Very different. Very, very different.
And they all have a clean taste. It's not full of syrup sugar where you just feel the weight of it. It's just a really, really good balance. And Onezo, yo.
And you know the
props.
way the way they pick their name, it like totally describes the drink well. Like charcoal black sesame, like you do taste the sesame.
Yeah, you do.
In this.
You do.
You do. The red bean.
You taste the red bean.
That's what it is. That roasted rice.
Yeah.
Fire. Especially with that strawberry boba.
Yeah.
I feel like it just tied it together. It was a good pairing, a good choice to pick with it.
Just good overall. And thank God, because I hate doing these reviews when they taste like crap. I get all mad, man. Just messes up my day. Just, like we do this and we don't get paid to do this. We just do it because we love it. And our opinion is from our opinion only. And if you guys ever tried Onezo, if we described it correctly or something different, hit us in the comment below. We would love to know what your thoughts. And if us trying these boba places opened up new doors for you, let us know. I mean, that's what we're about. We want to find out cool places. And this is our 13th boba review with 13 different boba places.
Now, with this, I'm not really sure if they charge us for these add-ons for the bobas or not, because homegirl didn't give me a receipt. I should have asked for one. But the drinks, they average about like $5 each. And these are all medium. She either gave me a size medium or the large.
Yeah.
So these are all the medium size. Like the other few places we've gone to, like Happy Lemon and Din Tea, Onezo also offers the stamp card program. So if you do buy 10 drinks, the next one will be free. Yeah.
And I seen her stamp all 6 right in front of you too.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Another episode is done. Man, I was talking to my sister on the way here, telling her, I think we did like about 20% of the boba tea market. And she says,
no.
She says, what, 10%?
No, I said not even 10. I don't even think we even did 10%.
And I was like, man. And she's not wrong, because we have so many boba choices here. And my goal is to be the boba master. I want to try every damn boba. No, seriously. I want to try every damn boba. And like we were talking earlier too, our cousin, she doesn't like going to different boba places. And I agree, because you're not trying to spend $5-6 on an experimental boba spot, right?
I mean, I do have coworkers. I was like, hey, you know, what's your favorite boba spot that you go to? And she straight up told me, I only go to one because I know it's good. I know it's fresh. I'm not trying to fix what's not broken.
Correct.
So that's the only one I go to. She told me she don't even want to try other places. And
don't blame her.
Like we said in our very first video, if you ever watched it, if you go to an Asian place and you buy a drink, if you don't like it, they're not going to refund you. They're not going to make you another one. That's how you order it. That's what you got. That's it. That's it. So, I mean, with drinks averaging about $5-6, yeah, you don't want to waste your money. Yeah. Especially right now during COVID, where, you know, a lot of people are very tight on their budget. You know, it's not something you want to splurge on. So,
well, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and showing us the love. Just know that we love doing it for you guys. It's just amazing to see, you know, how many views we're getting. And it just shows us that, you know, there's a boba community out there, right? And we're not here to compete against them. Yeah. We just like good drinks, and we just like talking about it at the end of the day. We're having a really, really good time doing it, right?
I mean, one day I just hope it'll be cool to be like, travel somewhere. Like, let's say, I don't know. Let's say we went to, let's say, Missouri for something like that. And we're like, oh man, there's a Onezo there. Like, you're like, it's going to be, you know, you're going to feel that excitement. Like, I already know it's good.
Correct.
I already know it's good. So
yeah,
that'll be kind of cool.
Well, you never know, right? One day we might go to a boba store and like, oh my God, they're going to review us. So, you know, you never know, right? But it starts with just doing what you love and loving what you do. And it becomes fun. I'm glad we're just doing it once a week, because this is way too much boba for one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're health conscious like me, I mean, this is not the way to go. These should be once a week kind of thing, experience. So, all right, guys, thank you for everything. Hit that bell icon if you want to keep up with all our new videos. We already have 13 episodes now on our channel. So that should keep you guys entertained for a minute while we're going through this transition of new presidency and lockdowns and all that drama. We're just trying to bring back some normalcy to the space. Okay, guys, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, see you later.